Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. Today I want to talk a little bit about senior living and living alone. And what I find kind of funny is how some people um, feel sorry that I live by myself because they think I'm lonely. And I used to try to explain it to them, but I gave up because um, I don't think it's something you can explain. I think it's something that you have to experience. And there will always be people who don't do well living alone and do feel lonely. But I have, in the past, um, felt extreme loneliness by being with the wrong people. And I think that's the most gut-wrenching kind of loneliness that you can ever feel when you're with the wrong person, or in the wrong job, or in the wrong marriage. Because at the time it doesn't make sense. How can I be lonely when I'm with all these people? But what I finally came to realize is that when you don't emotionally connect to people or find common ground or understanding, there's a separateness to it. And I'm not sure if I explained that right. But being alone is incredibly fulfilling because there is no requirement to be a certain way for someone else, and there is no expectation to be someone else for anyone else. And I have found incredible joy in being by myself. And if others don't understand it, that's okay. And I don't explain myself anymore. I just smile and say that's okay, and that's that. But living alone, especially out here in the woods, I feel like I have just fully realized myself, and maybe some of you have felt the same. And maybe it has a lot to do with being older, because I've experienced so many things in my life. I can choose now what to do day to day. I can have pizza for breakfast. I can have ice cream for dinner. I don't have to meet expectations of anyone else. I can find every little joy in just doing simple things or even doing nothing at all. And maybe in our senior years, and especially for me, I appreciate it more because I feel like I deserve it. And I think we all do, especially if we've worked for years, or we've raised a family, or we've struggled in various ways. And I just feel like I've arrived in this beautiful solitude out here in the woods, where the seagulls outside making their beautiful cries, and the birds at night, and even the wind through the trees. It's just so incredibly calming. And no, I don't worry about how to deal with things like sickness, or if I had God forbid, an accident, which I have. But I think if we worry, we actually cause those negative things to happen. And I know that whatever happens, I'll deal with it when it does. And I'll be 70 years old at the end of this year. And last night, actually, we had another big snowstorm. And my truck is at the very far end of my driveway, which I have to walk to. But I don't look at it as having to walk through the snow. I look at it as getting exercise. Now, apparently in 2 days we're going to have a very large snowstorm where I'll have to walk through probably some pretty deep snowdrifts. But again, it's not something to dread or something to see in a negative way. I'll just put on my boots and I'll take my time and I'll create a new path through the snow. Sure, I'll slow down as I get older, but by doing this exercise on a day-to-day basis, I'm keeping myself strong and I'm active, and I will continue doing so until I no longer can. So, senior life to me is it's a mindset. It's a way of looking at your day to day and either embracing it with an open mind and a positive spirit, or looking at it in terms of a more fearful way, in terms of, geez, you know, how am I going to do that? I'm slowing down. And I don't care, because even if I slow down, I'm just going to keep going, if that makes sense. So, no, I'm not afraid to live out here by myself. I'm not afraid of the animals, although I saw some very large hoof prints out there last night. I think it's a moose. I didn't think we had moose, but the spacing between the hoof prints were just immense. And I need to get a night camera so I can see who's out there. I don't think it's a bear. So no, I don't have any fear at all living out here. And I don't anticipate anything bad happening. And I'm prepared in the event something does. So senior life can be beautiful. It can be rewarding. It can be an incredible time for us to slow down and appreciate all the things we never took time for when we were in so much of a hurry when we were younger. And it's a time to reflect and do all the things we never had time to do before. Since I'm now a writer and I'm working on my next book, and I'm enjoying my YouTube channel, which I never would have had time to do before. So please feel free to ask me questions. I absolutely love creating these videos. I would love to answer more questions about my life day to day out here and living off grid by myself. And please feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much, everyone, and I hope you're having a really great day.